When it's time to produce and apply flexible material components for your product, there are 3 common paths companies take. The first is to purchase large sheets or rolls of adhesive material and cut and apply each part by hand. The second is to partner with an adhesive converter to receive custom die-cut parts that are ready to use, consistent, and optimized for application. The third is to purchase converting equipment to manufacture the die-cut parts in-house. For the purpose of this video, we don't have the ability to quantify the cost and impact that purchasing your own converting equipment will have on your company, so we will be focusing on the first 2 methods. So let's break down the time, quality, and cost differences between these methods so that you can make an informed decision for your business. To demonstrate this comparison, we've volunteered our VP of Engineering, Phill, to tackle both approaches. First, Phill will cut and apply 10 1-inch circles from a sheet of VHB material by hand. Then he'll apply 10 die-cut adhesive circles to a similar backing. We'll track the time it takes for each process and evaluate the quality of the finished application.
You're trying to guess about what an inch would be. Scissors are sticking to the adhesive. All right, that's it.
Now, let's look at the die-cut method, where the parts arrive pre-cut and on a liner.
So I'm gonna use the liner to align the part, the circle, and there's still some manual error because I'm still placing this by hand, by eye, but it's going to be a lot more consistent. And I'm done. Easy peasy.
Now that both methods are complete, let's compare the results. First, let's look at the time spent. Phill spent 4 minutes and 49 seconds cutting and applying the hand-cut circles, while the die-cut parts took just 1 minute and 11 seconds to apply, which is about 4 times faster, which means it took 75.43% less time to complete. But time isn't the only factor. Just take a look at the results. The hand-cut parts vary in size and quality, while the die-cut parts are uniform, professional, and ready for production level use. But now let's talk about the cost. If you were to work with a converter to produce 10,000 parts, your total cost would be about $29,200. Most of that, around $23,750, goes towards the materials, which is used efficiently with only about 5% waste. But if you need a manual application, you will need to hire someone to apply the parts. Based on the application time from our test, it would take 19.72 hours to place 10,000 parts. So at $20 per hour, that's an additional $394.40 in labor. So with application labor included, your total cost for 10,000 die-cut parts is about $29,594.40. But what if you tried to cut all those parts by hand? Using the same 10,000 part scenario, cutting by hand is much less efficient, and you need around 40% more material due to waste from trimming, errors, and scrap. That bumps your material cost up to about $33,666.66. Now, using the data from our test, it would take one person 80.28 hours to cut and apply all the parts with no breaks, no setup time, and no mistakes. With the same $20 an hour rate, it comes out to about $1,605.60 in labor, bringing your total hand-cut cost to $35,272.26, which is $5,677.86 more than going through a converter. The cost savings only grows as you scale up your part demands. By using the same math, we found that making 100,000 parts is $24,749.49 cheaper when working with a converter. But Phill's time is not the same as everyone else, so we asked 2 other people to test their time and quality. In doing so, we found that Lee took 3 minutes and 15 seconds longer to hand cut and place the parts, and Tyler took 1 minute and 51 seconds longer to do the same. As for the part quality, you can see here the difference between all of their parts. So depending on the person, your cost can vary by a large percentage. But when looking at the application times for the die-cut parts, you can see that they are all under 1:40, averaging around a minute from all 3 trials. This average time is about 3 minutes less than the best hand-cut part and placement method. And as you can see here, the die-cut parts are more consistently cut and placed on the paper. This demonstration may be simple, but the takeaway is clear. Partnering with an adhesive converter to build die-cut parts can lead to faster production, better part quality, and long-term cost savings. If you're ready to streamline your adhesive process and improve your bottom line, reach out to us at Strouse. We're here to help you find the most efficient solution for your next project.